Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Two for today. I'm back with a bang, return of the Mac and all that jazz. We'll be talking a little bit about a new signing. I know, shocking. A centre half as well, even more shocking. It not being Tapsoba or Van der Ven, even more shocking. We'll talk a little bit about also another midfielder potentially joining the club as well as one leaving as well. So there's a lot to get into this video. So I'm going to whiz right in and start. And I'm going to start with the new man himself, Ashley Phillips, the centre half from Blackburn. So it came out yesterday that it from a few different publications. And it said that Spurs are set to capitalise on Blackburn's financial cutbacks with a deal for young centre-back prospect Ashley Phillips. Which should be finalised tomorrow. The Starlet will then travel to Asia immediately to join up with the first team. So that was yesterday. And then today, Fabrizio Romano also tweeted that talented centre-back Ashley Phillips will join Tottenham. Agreement in place. It is a signing for the future. Of course, new centre-back will arrive this summer. The fee to Blackburn will be around £3 million and the medical in the next 24 hours. It was also reported by Charlie Eccleshare as well. So quite a few people jumping in on this move. If you're not aware, he's an 18-year-old player. I've probably already said that already. I forget about everything I said about half a minute ago. In all competitions, minusing the Premier League 2 performances he actually played 14 times. Didn't score a goal or anything like that, but has had plenty of football within the Championship, the FA Cup, League Cup, or EFL Cup, if you're not aware what that is. I'm a bit old school. I used to play Championship Manager 102, so I know it as League Cup, not Carling Cup or Carabao Cup. I know it as that. Anyway, what they have said is that this isn't going to stop Spurs signing a senior centre-back. Now, that's my big issue. If he's a signing for the future, you're obviously going to loan him out, right? Fair enough. If he goes back to Blackburn even and say, look, we've got him on the cheap. We're going to send him back cheap so you can play him and everything like that. And we'll cover things, whatever it might be. Fine, not an issue with that. What my issue is obviously we're going to try and get one senior centre half to come in. And after looking at what the style of play is going to be from yesterday, looking at you got Romero, that's about it. We need at least two senior centre halves and actually two top quality senior centre halves. So I've got another video coming a little bit later on about updates around that situation as well. But I mean, just to give you an update, I mean, Longley's gone back to training at Barcelona. So I'm not saying we're going to get him. I know a lot of people don't want him. I'm just saying there's an update. He's already back in training with Barcelona. So if we're still looking at senior centre halves, why is it only one? I've just got a weird feeling that it's going to be one, Longley, this guy. That's the worrying trend that I think it's going to be. It's not enough. We need more. And it's a good signing, but it's something that's not really going to take effect or benefit us for years to come. So there's kind of my big issue on that. Moving swiftly on to another potential player joining, and I've talked about him a few times before. We talked about different fees that we think we might be sort of charged for him. Chelsea midfielder and England international midfielder Conor Gallagher. So Jacob Steinberg yesterday tweeted out that Conor Gallagher is being pursued by Tottenham and they have held talks over a move for the England international. Looking at how he played yesterday and looking at sort of the central midfielder options, when you think of Basuma, Skip, Højbjerg, maybe between the 6 and 8 role, you've got Pape Matar in Ndombele, Lo Celso, Maddison. You've got quite a few options within that realm. The only way I see you go for Conor Gallagher is twofold. One, he's English, so he's going to help you with your quota that you need, and he's homegrown as well on that. And that you see him as a massive upgrade over what we have. I don't see Conor Gallagher as being that level of upgrade above what we have, really. You've still got Bentancur, who's our best midfielder, still to come back. You've got Ndombele, who looks like he could really flourish within that system. You've got Lo Celso, who showed, obviously, yesterday that he has the ability to be quite effective in that system. Is he really Is he really it? Is he really going to be that level sort of purchase where we're going to take that level up to go from being a good midfield to a great midfield? Not for the fee that I think he's going to cost. Do I think he's a good addition? Yes. Do I think he's going to cost too much money? Yes. Do I think that money can be spent elsewhere, e.g. centre-half? Yes. So we'll see on that one. And then just an update about a midfielder leaving. So it's basically comes out from French publications that Spurs are yet to decide whether to let Pape Matar head out on loan, with Lille, Rennes and Marseille all interested in the midfielder. I like the idea of him going out on loan, if I'm honest. I do. I was either him or Skip. And with Skip, I feel like you would have to sell. With Pape Matar, I think you would loan. I like the idea that he would go out on loan. Regular football. With certain teams as well, having European football, that's another thing that will help him. We've seen that he has ability. There's no doubt he's got ability. And I would expect that if he was to be loaned, there would be no option to buy. There would be no obligation to buy. I think it would purely just be a 12-month loan. He's yours for the season. Here's a release. Here's a recall clause if we need him. If the season was to go haywire in terms of injuries, that's how I can see how it works. And I also think Alfie Devine, a good loan deal as well into the Championship would be really beneficial for him. I think it's something that it would toughen him up. I'm not saying he's not tough, but it would toughen him up. Give him some more experience of playing in a quite a competitive league. The Championship is a good competitive league. You look at the teams that came up recently. You look at them, Brentford came up recently. Fulham came up recently. Not Palace. What am I being a weirdo for? Teams that are actually in the Prem now who are sort of mid-table have all done really well, obviously being there, but they've also come up recently. It's not a bad thing whatsoever. So I like the move if he was going to the Championship. I do hope he was the kind of guy that would get that kind of move. Say, Pape Matar getting a move abroad. I think he's better than League One or League Un, depending on how you want to go about it. I think he could definitely go to a Serie A, a Liga, hell, even a Bundesliga maybe. And I think you could flourish, especially in the Bundesliga. I think you do really well there. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it's not sort of determined if he will be out on loan or anything like that. But I would like him to get a few minutes personally. I would. There's a bit of a youth movement going on and I like it. But also, let's not keep players around that we're not going to really use or give enough time for them to develop. All right. But guys, that's the end of the video. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hop me in the comment section about the centre-half position. Obviously, I know I've got a video coming out later talking a bit more about the first team centre-half options that we're going to be looking at. Let me know about the situation and, what you want from it. Let me know about Conor Gallagher as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.